Hello, hello. Hope everyone had a Merry Christmas. Joe is just finishing up feeding the cats, so she should be in here in a minute. Down here, maybe it won't be quite so bright up there. On camera, this thing is like alien bright. Oh, how is everyone's day? I hope it is well. I hope you guys all had a good Christmas. There she is.
Hello.
Hi, hold on. Let me put my earbud in. Go. Now I can hear you.
While I was playing with the cats, I tried to figure out what I want to do, and I still don't know.
I know. I was trying to think of which one I want to do, and I'm still debating.
Yeah.
I have too many that I haven't played with yet, which is sad. That means that I have just bought way too many.
Yeah. I hear you on that.
I have definitely decided that I'm going to do an extreme low buy for this year, for this next year.
Yeah.
I just have so much that I need to
Same.
use.
Same.
I don't know. I just got this from Ipsy.
Oh, that's beautiful. Is that the kind of like oranges and yellows and?
Yeah, it's the cart carte. I'll butcher it. Not even gonna try. But yeah,
Yeah, I love that one.
yeah, it's so pretty. And I really don't have anything like it. In all of my stuff, I really don't have anything like it. Surprisingly enough.
That's what I like about now that I'm more leaning. Well, I have been for a while leaning toward indie brands because when they put out stuff, it's usually different enough that I don't have something like it.
Yeah, and I love Nomad's formula. And then I got one of these lippies from Ipsy
Oh,
as
I think
well.
I have that color.
Yeah, it's the about face
Yeah.
in paint it up, paint it lip color. That's what it is. Paint it. I think. God, I can't read.
I
Endurance. Maybe. I don't
don't know if
know.
I want to do Nomad Haunted Europe or the Berlin 89.
I have Haunted Europe. That is a gorgeous palette. I've only ever used it once. And
Yeah, I've only used mine one time.
it is stunning.
Yeah, I love the colors in it.
It is a stunning palette.
I may use that and add the Flare by Its Bell because I've used it more than some, but I haven't got around to using all the colors.
Yeah. I was thinking of using. I need to figure out something to use with the Orgy palette. I have the mini Orgy palette, so it's just all shimmers.
Yeah.
But I haven't figured out what.
See, I think that's where I'm going to head toward. Um, Let me type Jason a message when he leaves just to text me so that we don't get interrupted.
Well, even if we did, it's all right.
He always forgets anyway and usually calls anyhow.
This stuff, I don't think I will ever end up using all of this. Hello, Lorna. How are you? How was your Christmas? This stuff is so pigmented. You need just like almost none.
Hello, sweet Lorna. So I think I've decided. I think I'm gonna go with uh the Haunted Europe, which looks like this, Lorna.
It's so pretty. Good, it was boring. Boring is okay. There's nothing wrong with boring.
Yeah, mine was boring too, girl.
It was just Andy and I, and we did dinner, and then I went to bed. So boring.
And then
Nothing
I'm
wrong
gonna
with boring.
add the It's Bell something from this to the look, I think.
Ooh, that's so pretty. That'll really zhuzh it up.
Did you and your mom swap gifts, Lorna? I can't remember if you told me or not. Me and especially since Jason wanted golf clubs, I was like, I'm out. I have no clue.
Right? I'd be like, here is the credit card. Here's the. Just go.
Yeah, and he was like, "What do you want?" I was like, "Let me do that, and you do your own thing, because you'll never be able to figure all these indie brands out."
Andy is not getting. I mean, he could have bought his now, but he is not buying his Christmas present until his birthday because he gets this huge discount on his birthday month.
Oh, okay.
So he's taking all of his Christmas money and his birthday and buying it all at the same time. So that's when he's getting his Christmas present. And then he bought me a new light for in here because the horse broke mine.
Oh
So it was my tripod was, I mean, the light still works, but the tripod that it's on is slowly doing one of these numbers.
yeah.
So when I put my phone in it to film it, my video, I don't know if you'd noticed, my last few videos were kind of leaning. So it was getting pretty bad. So
Is
he
this
just
the
went,
new light that's shining on you?
no, this is my mirror.
Oh, okay.
The new light is over here, and it'll go into a square or it will snake over, which that's what I have it doing right now. I just have my mirror on.
Hey, Lorna, buying your own gifts, as the older I get, the more sense it makes.
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It's nice to get those little boxes every once in a while.
I like my birthday and anniversary, we always exchange gifts. And then the last couple of years for Christmas, it's just been like, you need this, I need this, let's just do it on our own.
Yeah. Usually because Andy's it Andy gets this coupon because he has to work for Thanksgiving and Black Friday, right? Well, not necessarily Thanksgiving itself, but um, Black Friday. So they give them these coupons because they work, and it stacks on top of their regular discount.
Oh, that's good.
And so it makes it so that we get 25% off of everything, food, um, everything,
Oh, that's awesome.
except for clearance items, I think. That's the only thing that it doesn't work on. So that's usually when we go buy our Christmas presents. Because, I mean, you can't pass that up.
Right.
So we go buy our Christmas presents for everybody, and then we just go ahead and get it for ourselves at the same time. Because, like last year, that's when he bought my Instapot, and he got me $100 Instapot for $75.
Yeah.
So it just makes it so much better and so much more affordable. And then we do like massive grocery shopping on top of it.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
So that, because I mean, 25% off of your groceries. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Lorna, and I'm the worst at um I guess lying, like if somebody gives me something I don't like, I don't have that. Like my face tells everything.
Right?
So it
I'm
works
the
out
same way.
better for us just to do what we do. And then his folks did money this year, which worked out great. So, and then my mom made a completely hand-sewn quilt for us. So that was amazing.
We didn't get Christmas presents from anybody else. Thank you, James.
Hey, James.
Yeah, we didn't get anything from anybody else, so whatever. That's okay.
Hmm. I always hate when like all these shadows have these beautiful imprints and it makes me not want to mess them up.
Oh, I
I
know. I know.
think I'm going to go purpley blue today.
Oh, there you go. That'll be pretty. Almost leaning towards playing in the Mitchell palette. I think I don't even know if I've used it.
Which one?
Head in the Clouds.
Oh, yeah, I like that one. I just plucked my eyebrows yesterday. It is a phenomena how you can get so many hairs within 24 hours.
Oh my god, my eyebrows are an entity in and of themselves, I swear. They, like this one that I'm doing right now, they
Yeah.
have a mind of their, this one has a mind of its own. It is not a sister, it is not a cousin. I don't think they're even in the same damn family. It's like,
Oh, I
are you
love
kidding me?
getting these gift cards blown up. I love
I
gift
have,
cards in general, but a
I
Visa
have,
one is cool because you get to do whatever with it.
I have never gotten a Visa gift card. We usually get like Amazon gift cards, whatever. I shouldn't say that we didn't get anything for Christmas. My uncle sent us laundry soap like a month
At
ago.
least it's something you can use.
Yeah, but it's like this eco-friendly sheets of that don't really work.
Mm.
It's like, okay, I guess we'll use them. I mean, I use them, but like three at a time, and you're only
Yeah.
supposed to use half of one. Here it is. Even still has a tag on it.
How was your holiday, James?
Sons of Anarchy is always good. Love
I
Sons of
never
Anarchy.
watched it. Jason watched all of it.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. I have watched it twice. That's
Jason said there
Lorna,
was
that's
too
the way
much.
my sister-in-law is. She gave me like for 6 years in a row, she gave me fuzzy slipper socks. And I don't wear fuzzy slipper socks. I have never worn fuzzy slipper socks. So it's like, really? It's so pretty. I think I only ever swatched it. I don't think I've ever put it on my eyeballs.
I actually really love his formula.
Yeah. Right? Oh hell no. That's the way I'm at. That's the way I am. And it's like, really? I don't
I'm
know
about to
what.
turn more light on. I'll be right back.
Okay. I don't know what color to use. It's so pretty. I mean, look at that. It's so pretty.
There, it's showing up better now.
Oh, there you go. That's really pretty. I don't know what colors to use. It's so pretty.
I will give Jason's mom credit for usually when it's not a crazy year. It was a really crazy year for them. Usually it don't matter what time of the year it is. I know how much money she gives everybody. So let's say in October I find something around the $50 range. She is happy for me to call and say, "Hey, this is at this place or whatever." Sometimes she's even said, "If you're already there, just get it and then I'll give you the money."
Yeah.
I will say she wants you to be happy with your gift.
Well,
Some
that's
people don't care.
good. Yeah, a lot of people don't care. They're like,
Yeah.
whatever. Here's just something.
And I feel like the older I get and the longer we've known each other, the more she's finally getting to accept kind of who I am.
Oh, my mother-in-law, it took her 15 years to get to like me.
Well, girl, me and Jason been together 19.
Well, then she died a couple of years after. So we were only friends for a couple of years.
Yeah. Well, Jason's mom is in pretty good health. She has to get checked up about. I told you about the thyroid that ran in the cancer that ran in the family.
Yeah.
Since she don't have one, or they technically can't take your whole thyroid. It's just somehow I don't know why,
They leave a tiny little piece.
but so she has to get checked and make sure her medicine's right, just like Jason does. But besides that, as far as I'm aware, she's really healthy.
My
Jason's
ex is
father
that
is
way.
just now starting, like his diabetes is kind of messing up, and they did find some. I can't remember if it was weakness in his heart or something about his heart.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like in the danger zone. It was just like, hey, I'm your doctor. I'm letting you know this is where your heart's standing at this point.
Right. You need to be aware of this.
Yeah.
Well, that's good that his doctor's at least doing that. Shit, a lot of doctors anymore are like, oh, yeah, you've had that for like 10 years. But,
Yeah, I know, man. Oh, my dad, for his stroke, he had went to doctors. He went to eye doctors because his stroke, there's a um, artery that goes, or maybe it's not an artery. I don't know. It goes one way for memory and the other way for vision.
uh
And
huh.
he was starting to mess up, but he's older, so nobody really thought anything. But then his eyes started to mess up. 2 months this went on until one day my dad woke up and said, Joanne, which is my mom, he said, I know I have a job, but where do I work? And she's like, oh crap.
Oh, no,
And they
that's no
found out
good.
he had had mini strokes that whole 2 months, and nobody picked it up.
Yeah. My aunt had a stroke in her eye.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It didn't affect anything else, just her eye.
Well, my dad's stroke paralyzed his throat for a very long time, so he had a feeding tube. But like I would say 75% of the function is back. But as the day wears on later at night, you can kind of tell his speech is starting to mess up because his throat's getting tired.
Like sundowners.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not surprising. I mean, if you think about it, think about us, you know? I mean, with all of our problems, we get all of our shit starts to get worse as the days has
Yeah.
progressed, so it's totally not surprising at all.
I do wish he would have went to the speech pathologist longer, but he felt like it wasn't helping. But I kept telling him, all these little things they're doing is building you up.
Right.
But,
It
he's
gets
just an old country
frustrating.
guy, and, it just wasn't for him. So I
Yeah.
didn't fuss with him too much about it.
It gets frustrating after a while, it's like with me, it's like how many times do I have to go to physical therapy and tell these people it's not working?
Girl, I went 9 months and then finally took myself out.
Right? Okay, I have gone to physical therapy like for my lower back, right? That they're going to do
Yeah.
surgery on next month. So, I've gone to physical therapy 8 times before finally I told my regular doctor, my PCP, I was like, listen, my neurologist keeps doing the same thing over and over and over again and just sending me to physical therapy and doing cortisone shots. This stuff's not working anymore.
Yeah.
Nothing's helping. Can we please do something about this. And he's like, why didn't he send you to surgery sooner? I was like, because he is so anti surgery. He
Yeah.
refuses, I said, so something has got to give.
Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous when you gotta beg for change.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know why I
actually
decided to go with the orange look today, but we're going with it, I guess.
my I changed my neurosurgeon this time, and I don't know how exactly I feel about it, but my other neurosurgeon was the kind of guy that is like, as long as you can deal with it, that's the better option. And I'm just at a point where it's not the better option anymore.
Right. My neurosurgeon this time around is like exceedingly very highly recommended. And I've never been to him before,
Yeah,
but I've never had surgery in this hospital before, so I'm kind of nervous and excited about that because Boise has a very good reputation for doing a good job. So I'm looking forward to that. It's just supposed to be a day surgery, so I won't have to stay in the hospital. I get to come home, whereas before it was, they wanted to put me in a freaking recovery post acute type home, and I'm like, oh, hell no, I'm going home.
yeah. I don't
So,
think I don't think I know anybody that wants to do like the rehab facilities you stay in. I don't know anybody that likes them.
unless you have to, you are better off to go home because you will recover better. Unless you don't have anybody that can help you to recover, you are better
Yeah,
off to go home and get into your routine. So, but yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to how the difference this time.
yeah,
So, we'll see how things go. Sometimes the rehab centers are 1000% needed, because when you have extreme surgeries, you can't stay in the hospital for a long period of time, and you
right.
need that intense rehabilitative um, therapy and care and things like that you can't be provided at home. But if you can, do it at home.
Yeah. I think with most of the people that I know that they're just all over it and want to go home. And some of them were older than there wasn't an option because their spouse wasn't able to help them.
Right, yeah.
And they even like the people at the facility. It's just something about you just want to be home.
For me, it's my anxiety gets too much,
Yeah, I
and
can see
I
that.
I have to be home or it's not pretty. It's just not pretty.
I
I
told
need my
Jason if
dog,
I was ever,
I need my
yeah,
routine.
I told Jason if I was ever in a situation, especially like coma wise, he's going to have to sneak one of my babies in because that's probably the only thing that'll bring me out.
Right? Well, okay, when I had neck surgery, right? I was, it was so bad. I was an absolute wreck. The hospital was a joke. They didn't give me my regular medication on time, let alone pain medication or muscle relaxant medication. It was, and when I say not on time, I'm talking like 8 hours
Yeah,
not on time. I mean, I understand that they get busy and things happen and things like that, but 8 freaking hours? No,
Yeah.
that's not okay. Um and they the doctor was like, your blood they wouldn't do physical therapy on me or let me get up and walk around because they were saying that my blood sugar was too high. But hello, my blood sugar was too high was because they were stressing me out. They weren't giving me my meds on time, and I needed to get up and move around.
Yeah.
And right, exactly, Lorna. She needed the IV meds and things like that. Those are things that you can't do those at home. Um and um they weren't giving me my regular meds on time, and then they were like, "Oh, you need to be on this, you need to be on that because this is out of control." And Andy ended up getting in the doctor's face, and he's like, "Give her damn meds on time, and
Yeah.
maybe she'll be okay. And stop yelling at her every time you come in here. Let her get
Yeah.
up and walk around and do some physical therapy, and maybe she'll be a little bit better." You know,
Yeah.
finally, um, we just told the doctor, release me now or I'm leaving AMA
Yeah.
because it was so bad.
Yeah.
You know, 1 8-hour shift out of the 4 days that I was in the hospital, I had a nurse that actually got my meds to me on time, and my blood sugar was normal.
Yeah.
My pain level was normal. It was not out of control. And so I did not need extra pain medication or muscle relaxant medication. I was fine within the normal prescribed limit. And hey, what a concept.
Yeah.
Give the patient the prescribed medication the way it's supposed to be, and you don't have to deal with emergent situations,
Yeah.
you know. But that's rocket science. And finally, Andy and I just said, screw this. And the physical therapy lady walked in and she goes, "What are you doing?" I had my own walker, right?
Yeah.
So I had Andy go get it out of the car, and he brought it up. And him and I started walking the floor, and the physical therapy lady comes running down the hall and she goes, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm walking, whether you like it or not."
Yeah.
She goes, "Well, can I at least follow you?" I said, "I don't give two shits what you do." She goes, "Well, you're not supposed to be doing that. Your blood sugar's too high." I said, "My blood sugar's too high because you're not letting me move.
Yeah.
And y'all are stressing me out." I was like, "You need to let me move."
Yeah.
I was like, "This is crazy." And I was like, "Where do you learn?" I was like, "Where did you learn about blood sugar control? Because this is ridiculous. You got endocrinologists coming in telling me that I need to overdose myself on insulin and all these other things that you know nothing about. You know nothing about my care." And because it was an out of state hospital,
Yeah.
and they're just going bonkers, trying to tell me how to deal with myself. And I'm like, you can all just go away. I get home, and within 24 hours of getting onto a normal routine, everything levels out, everything's fine. You know,
Right.
my pain, I didn't even have to hardly take pain medications because I was okay,
Yeah.
because things were being dealt with regular, the way that they were supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh, what a concept. I ended up filing a lot of grievances. I filed a grievance with the state. I filed a grievance with the medical board, the state medical board. I filed a bunch of grievances. And apparently now, according to my neurosurgeon that I have now, that program, that neurosurgery program, doesn't even exist now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm kind of thinking I want to do something a little different and put the purple on my inner corner on that cut crease that I just did. What
Then
do you
do it,
think?
girl.
You think it'll look okay with the orange?
Yeah. I used to do colored inner corners all the time. I still do it some, but not as much as I used to.
Okay, yeah, that's really pretty. That purple is so pretty.
My nose has wanted to run all day.
I don't know about you, but my allergies have been acting up the last few days. I think it's all the dust.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but man, mine's been bad. Whew.
So all that snow that the west side got, like Tish and all them, Tish and Renee, they all got the snow. It's headed our way.
I think I don't know if I said something in Marco or not, but I was thinking about that. I was wondering if you got it too.
We got a little bit of it, but we have had the cold snap really
Mm.
bad. So, like, we haven't gotten above freezing. Okay, that's really pretty. That's really, really pretty.
Have you ever gotten any of the It's Bell stuff?
No.
Oh my God, their stuff is amazing. They've only
Little
got
man,
3 pallets, and
fine. I swear, he does this to me every time I get on the computer. Every
I
time. How is your mom doing, Lorna? I keep meaning to ask you. I think I'm going to put that matte purple on the bottom. When are they going to do her next surgery? Wound care is so tricky. I remember when my brother-in-law had to have his legs amputated, and oh, he had to have a wound vac, and he had to go in to the hospital like every day, twice a day for IV treatments, and then um he had to do wound care, and oh, it's just a nightmare. She's good. Just
That's
waiting to see the doctor Wednesday and find out when. Oh, good! How exciting! That's a good thing. That's wonderful.
Does she like this new doctor, Lorna? If I remember correctly, the other one like shut down or left or something, and that's why it took so long.
I think so. It was similar to why I ended up having to. Switch surgeons. You're fine. Fine. Okay. Hold on. I gotta let little man out. He's just gonna
Okay.
sit there and pace back and forth.
Oh, that's good, Lord.
Okay.
If I didn't keep all the packaging to everything, I would have more room, but I can't help it. My OCD makes me do that, I think.
Right. Would make things a lot easier. Yeah, it's basically the same thing that happened to me. They shut down they quit. What is with that? I think that if they have surgery on the books, they should be required to finish those surgeries and then they can get out of their quitting. Because they have to sign contracts. I think the fact that they do that, they should be sued. It's crap, if you ask me. My opinion.
Girl, my friend she has, like, hey, Tammy.
Hi, Tammy. How are you doing?
She has really severe MS, and I mean, I can't say this for sure, but I'm pretty sure she's on even stronger stuff than I am. And went to her pain clinic, drove all the way to Nashville. She's not even supposed to be driving, and she had to drive like an hour and 15 minutes. Got to the door and locked and empty inside.
Oh,
So not only could she not get her medicine, she had to go through a general practitioner, and they gave her some low key stuff that they were able to. They gave her the high stuff they could give her,
right.
and they got her in as soon as they could. But how awful of you not to call your patients that are in pain.
Uh-huh. And especially that far away.
Yes, I was shook. She called me bawling, and I was just like, I don't know what to do to make it better. I was like, call your GP right now
Yeah.
and say, listen, this has happened. What is there anything you can do for me? And the GP was shook too. He was like, who does that without calling the patients and
Too late for this
suggesting
girl.
another clinic or something? Something shady was going on in that clinic. It had to be.
Oh, yeah. For it to shut down like that, there was definitely something shady going on. Well, I told you all about my neurologist and that whole fiasco with my pain medication. Well, I ended up, luckily, my my PCP took it over, right?
Right.
Well, okay, in the midst of all of that, I was like, okay, is he going to? Is he not going to? I didn't know. So they sent a referral to the pain clinic that is 4 hours one way from here.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, are you kidding me? So this pain clinic sends me paperwork. And I told them, I said, do not send a referral, because I had options. I had the option of going to that pain clinic, going to one in that's like an hour and a half away, or going to one that is in Boise, right?
Yeah.
And so I told them, I said, wait until I talk to my PCP and then I will let you know. So they sent the referral anyway. I get this paperwork from this pain clinic, right? And this pain clinic says you must fill this paperwork out by the 17th of December. And if you don't, then we will refuse you. And do not expect pain medication on your first visit, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay. So you expect me to drive 8-hour round trip, which would actually be an overnight trip because I'd have to spend the night at my mom's house.
Right.
Because I'm not driving an 8-hour damn trip for this. For you to tell me that you're not going to give me my pain medication, you're going to make me go through your bullshit of you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this because you've never seen me before. No.
Right.
So my neurologist calls me on the 17th and says, or no, it was on Monday. They called me this past Monday. And they're like, the pain clinic said that they never got your paperwork. I said, I told you to not send the referral until I called you. Well, I called you and I told you that my PCP was taking over my thing. And you sent the referral anyway. And they were like, oh, well, fine, I'll put it in a note. It's like, really?
Yeah.
I don't get it. Oh my God, you found out by going to your appointment, Morta? That's horrible. Wow. Yeah, I don't get it.
I think this is my outlook.
That's cute. I like how that turned out. That turned out really pretty.
Thanks.
Kind of
Now
icy.
I'm trying to decide if I have enough energy to do a full on face or if I'm just going to do my eyes.
I figure if I'm gonna do it, damn it, I'm gonna do it. That's just
I
kind of
am
how
going
I
to take a
figure it.
little. I'm going to take a little rest. If I do it, I'm going to take a little rest first.
That's okay.
Woo! I gotta go to the restroom. I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, these doctors, I just don't get it. And they're all like, oh, well, you got to do this, and you got to do that, and you got to do this, and you got to do that. And it's like, okay, you need to read my chart. I've played your game so many times. And when your girl's going in for surgery number 11, I think y'all can just piss off and give me my medication. That's what I have to say about that. So, that's my theory. Full on no breaks, right? Yep, that's what pallets. Joe did the Nomad palette, didn't she, Lorna? I think that's what she did. And I did the Mitchell Head in the Clouds. We've decided that we were doing palettes that we have like not used or hardly used. Like only used once or twice. You ended up using the Nomad Haunted palette, didn't you?
Yeah, I used Nomad Haunted Europe and then the It's Bill Flare Collection palette.
Yeah, that's. I need. Can you send me a link for them because I need to look into them.
Yeah,
Because
I
that
will.
looks. I mean, that stuff looks absolutely stunning.
It's weird because I'm usually not one to want a collection from a brand I've never used and start from the get go. I usually want to wait to see what somebody else thinks. But when they
I'm
put out
not
their
done
first,
yet, Tammy. I'll get closer here in just a second. Yeah, I was like that with Davina. I didn't know if. I mean, I wanted the whole dang collection and have never used it or had never used it and ended up getting um I know which one did I end up getting? And where did I put it? Damn it, now I've lost it. I think I got the Aurora collection from Davina and I absolutely adore it.
so this was the first one they had, the Break the Rules it spell.
That is gorgeous.
And then
That
the
reminds
Flare.
me of the Apple palette, the Serendipity palette from Alien.
Mm. And this one is the Flare Collection remix that I used
That is
today.
so pretty. That is so pretty.
And then I got their latest one for Christmas. It's called The Dawn of Fall. And that's this one.
Okay, that one definitely reminds me of the. I think I have seen that, the Dawn of Fall. I think I have seen that. And I was going to
Yeah.
order it and it was out of stock.
And, Tish had mentioned the company, and then I looked, and she was like, I'm thinking about doing it. And I was like, gosh, it looks so pretty online. And usually, like I said, I usually wait on a brand to see if it's any good from somebody first. But I didn't this time. I was at the start, and I've bought every palette they've made since because I love them. And they're
You know,
reasonably priced.
right. Oh, did you? You got the icy one? I've looked at it, but I have the paint palettes from Glamlight, and I'm just like, okay, I'm good. I don't need to buy anymore. Because I've thought about getting the cake palette and stuff, and I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I have the two paint palettes. I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm
But
weird about like certain. Oh, that's good. You got a fridge. That's amazing.
oh, nice, nice.
And a gift card to Ulta is always great.
Yeah.
I did awful this year, Black Friday, so that was my Christmas. I mean, I did. I told myself I was going to be good, and it didn't. I don't know what happened.
Andy got me the Melt mystery box for our anniversary, and then he got me the light for Christmas. So that was my Christmas. Oh, this Melt mascara. I don't mind it. It's not bad mascara, but it is so top heavy.
Oh, is
Like,
it?
yeah, like you put it in your thing, right? And it just it does not want to stay in thing. I don't think it's bad mascara, but it just is so top heavy. I like it for first layer mascara.
Mm.
And then I'll put
I
my
can't believe
essence
I've
over
used
top
the
of it.
air conditioning throughout the night into the day. It is December. This is crazy.
I know, I saw that. That's crazy. But when I lived in Mississippi, I was in the pool. I called my parents from the pool. It was like 85 degrees.
Yeah.
Floating around in the pool, calling my parents. I'm like, you know where I am? My mom's like, it's 32 degrees here. What are you doing in the pool? I was like, I'm
Oh,
swimming.
Lorna, when I say Black Friday, I mean Black Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Cyber Monday. Like I did not do good. I was bad. But your Tracy's powder room stuff looks amazing.
Oh, I know. She got some gorgeous stuff. Absolutely beautiful stuff. I think my essence is gown. Caput. Caput. It just wants to clump. When it does that, it's generally caput. It's okay. I have more. All good. Okay. I don't know what color lippy I should do.
I would change with you, Lorna, because the 50s would be great. It was 74 today, I think.
Like I said, we haven't been above freezing. Yeah, I'm kind of backing off the whole Lele Posh thing. For one, I almost own almost everything she has, but
Yeah, I
I
kind of had to
learned.
back off too because I have so much of it. Like, I want to experience a lot of different indie brands.
Well, I also learned a few things too.
Oh, now Lorna's your mom's at home now, right? She's not no longer at that facility. I'm pretty sure she's at home.
Yeah, she's been home since thanks before Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's good, Lorna. Yeah, I'm really into indie brands right now, Lorna. I'm really thinking about selling most of my, I guess you'd call more corporate stuff, or really large indie brands that it's kind of almost like you can't call them an indie brand anymore. I keep going back and forth because I'm like, if I get rid
Well, if
of
you
it, will I
don't
miss it?
use it,
But you know how you get in your brain, you're like, if I get rid of it, will I miss it?
yeah.
But if I haven't touched it in 6 months, then I'm probably not going to.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, Lorna. The good thing about indies, though, is a lot of times you can get singles. So if you can't afford a lot, you can get a couple of singles and start that way, luckily.
Well, and I like the fact that I'm supporting a small business.
Oh yeah, definitely. And mm, I'd say 98% of the indie brands that I've liked and looked at have been cruelty free, which is a big thing for me.
Uh huh. Well, and they're handmade. A lot of them, most of them.
Yeah.
You know, it's just to me, it's better. Dang it! I still ended up with that on my teeth.
Uh, I don't know what it is if my lips are shaped in a certain way, but I never get lipstick on my teeth.
You're lucky.
Like every friend I got that wears lipstick, will go somewhere and they'll smile and say, "Do I got lipstick on my teeth?" And I'm like, if they do or don't, but I'm like, I've never had that problem. I don't think I've once had that problem.
It's generally only when I very first put it on, and then I'm fine. But okay, and I love this stuff dries like that, which is nice. Okay.
Oh, that's really pretty. What's on your little cheeks right here?
Oh, just my highlighter, which is
Oh, okay. It was shining bright.
it is Flexitarian by ColourPop.
Oh, ColourPop. Yeah, that's my favorite highlighter from ColourPop.
Yeah. And then this is a Unicorn Gang.
That's the lip.
Yeah.
I love that.
Tanko, tanko, tanko. Yeah, there's I don't, it's not Black Moxie. What is it? I cannot for the life of me remember what it is right off the top of my head. But oh my god, it's so expensive, and I'm just like, and it's on Etsy, and it's all multi-chromes. One of these days I will buy some of them. But
There's so much stuff on Etsy that I would love, but every time I go to like put it in my buggy or whatever, the shipping is so crazy.
yeah, it's like learn what flat rate shipping is, people.
Right. Oh, that's cute, Tammy. That's a
Oh,
good
right
idea.
on. That is cool. How did your big show go that you did it not that long ago? I caught you on your live early in the morning. How did it go? It's like right after Thanksgiving or something.
She's had a lot of shows lately. I was wondering the same thing. I hope you're doing good, Tammy, because I know you love doing that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Okay, maybe now I can read
no!
it. Oh no, what
I'm
happened?
so sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna go let the dogs in and then I'll figure out, I'll come back and read.
Okay. Yeah. When me and my mom has been a seamstress her whole life, but her niche was always lingerie, like panties, gowns, robes, the whole deal. And because I painted shirts, she would let me sell, and I made hair bows. She would let me sell wherever she went to. And going to the shows that we knew around areas of people we knew always worked out best.
My mom quit doing shows because they'd get so overwhelming.
No, my mom hadn't, she didn't, oh gosh, I was probably 16 the last time she did a show, but back then you could do really good on shows. I don't know how they do now.
Yeah, I don't know. We always did really good on the smaller shows, but those big shows, like the big Christmas shows, and where you have to make $300 to break even, we never did very good on those because they just you get too many big vendors and big
Yeah,
store vendors that come in that overshadow the small.
yeah, yeah. Almost everything my mom did was local or the city right beside local, so it would still be
Mm-hmm.
smaller, you know.
That's really, really fast, Tammy. That's crazy
That is
fast.
fast.
Yeah, it would take my mom, well, depending, when she was just doing her baskets, she could probably do it in about an hour. But when she had her purses and her framed pieces, it would take a lot longer. It would take us a couple hours.
Mm.
I mean, it was a lot of fun to do, but yeah, when you got to do the big ones and break even with it,
Oh yeah, that sucks.
yeah, paparazzi is just, it's hard to compete with lower price points.
And nothing against paparazzi people, but I would much rather pay a little extra for your stuff, Tammy. I mean, I've already bought some of your stuff and I loved it.
Mm-hmm. I haven't had a chance to, and I don't know how Andy would feel about it. So, and that's nothing against you, but Andy does jewelry. So, like this kind of jewelry,
Yeah.
like he does casting and all that stuff. So, I know it's different, but I don't, I try and just kind of steer away from it all.
I'm gonna put some noodles in the microwave. I'll be right back.
Spicy noodles.
I'm getting hungry.
Hungry. Spicy noodles. I don't know what I'm gonna fix for dinner. I got leftover ham.
I already ate our leftovers.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a ton of ham left over, and then Andy put a bunch of it in the freezer already, plus the ham bone.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You made ham salad, yeah. I mean, I'll make ham and bean soup at some point, but I don't know. Maybe I'll make omelets in the next few days. That won't take up very much ham, though. I don't know.
You sleepy?
I am. I didn't sleep very well last night. I mean, I slept, but I didn't. I woke up at like, I don't know, 3:30 because my legs were
Oh
starting
yeah.
to give me fits. And then, so I got in the tub, and then I ended up just staying up. And then I took a little bit of a nap until Coda decided that nope, she was going to lay on me and then push me off of the couch.
Yeah.
So there went that. And so I don't know. But I don't think Andy would eat ham salad. He's so picky.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh. He is so picky. It's crazy.
Jason used to be really picky, but there's not so much anymore.
Andy is so picky. Hi, Bubba.
I think Jason was picky because of the way his mom cooked things. And then when I just was like, I'm cooking what I want to cook, and you deal with it, he was like, oh, this meatloaf tastes good. It's not the same as I've had. And so evidently, but she, because of her husband's diabetes, I think she tries to make healthier versions, and they never taste as good.
Yeah. Well, Andy's kind of the same. He never liked his mom's versions of things. And he hated his mom's pot roast, but he'll eat mine. And
Yeah.
but he doesn't like, he's a texture person.
Jason won't eat beans because of the texture.
He hates green beans because his mom killed him on green beans. Like, that was the only vegetable she would ever cook. Ever. Like the
Yeah.
entire time I ever knew her, that was literally the only vegetable I think I ever saw her cook. Well, no, I think I saw her cook corn like maybe a handful of times. you know. And then um so I can see why he hates green beans. And then he won't eat bologna for the same reason. Um so it's stuff like that. Sorry. So it's stuff like that. And then, like, he won't eat bananas because it's a textural thing. He won't eat. Oh, God, he doesn't like potatoes. He doesn't like tomatoes, but he likes tomato sauce and ketchup and tomato soup. Um, so it's all textural.
Yeah. The only condiments that Jason will usually do is ketchup and barbecue sauce.
Condiments he's pretty okay on, but they have to be name brand. Like, he only eats French's mustard. He only eats Heinz mayonnaise. He only likes Kraft ranch. Um, like, he hates Hidden Valley ranch, but he only likes Kraft ranch. He's so
Oh,
weird.
wow.
Yeah. He likes Heinz 57 sauce, but doesn't like A1. Can't stand it. You know.
Oh, Jason does like ranch and he likes different salad dressings, but as far as the normal condiments, it's just ketchup and barbecue.
Yeah. The only vegetables that he will eat is broccoli and corn. He'll eat cauliflower raw.
I
That's about
think
it. And baby carrots.
Jason's pretty good on vegetables. As long as the vegetable doesn't have a texture of like a bean, he's fine.
Right.
But he will not eat like like if he has a bowl of chili, he will eat around the beans, and which is hard to do with most chilies.
So he likes no bean chili.
Yeah, and when
Yeah.
my mom makes chili, she'll make both so that everybody's happy. But we don't do a lot of chili here because I want beans in my chili.
I'd just tell him to suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah, one time I did make like the whole thing, and then right before I put the beans in, I scooped some out into another pot and let it cook on them, and that worked out okay.
Yeah. I guess that wouldn't be so bad because, like, I used to make mashed potatoes for the family, and I'd make roasted garlic mashed potatoes. And just before I'd put the roasted garlic in, I'd take it out for my father in law because he couldn't stand the garlic.
Mm.
So I'd take out some for him. But yeah, and like Andy doesn't like soup, and he doesn't like gravy, and he doesn't like soggy bread. Nothing soggy bread. So like biscuits and gravy, SOS, no soggy bread. I mean, like nothing good. Soppins, none of it. He won't
We
have
were
any
so
of it.
poor growing up that I think I adjusted to eating everything because I knew there wasn't much of a choice.
Same. We didn't. Yeah, I didn't have a. I did. You ate what was there. We didn't have a. I
Yeah.
didn't have a choice.
The only thing I can think of off the top of my head that I don't like is I've yet to eat cauliflower in a way I like it.
I think my favorite way of eating cauliflower is grilled.
Mm.
It's so good. If you take it and you put a little bit of olive oil on it, and you can do pretty much any kind of seasoning mix that you like. But I either like the Creole seasoning that oh, what is it? Joe's Creole
Yeah, I know what
seasoning.
you're talking about.
Um or just some lemon pepper and olive oil. Either one of those is so good. And then you grill it and you get that char on it, and it is
Yeah.
so good. But it has to be really really fresh for it to work right, otherwise it kind of gets bitter.
Mm.
So I'll
And they used to
soak
make
it I'll soak
cauliflower and
it
everything all the time. He loves cauliflower.
Oh, I love a good cauliflower, but it can get a bit much, and sometimes you need to soak it in some just soak it in a little bit of salt water
Yeah.
and with a little bit of vinegar to kind of pull out that bitterness. It's kind of sometimes it needs to be like eggplant where you do soak it. So
Yeah.
I used to not like eggplant until I had it done right.
I think I've
I u-
always liked eggplant.
I used to hate asparagus. I called them funny green beans, but
Oh.
all I ever had was canned,
Yeah.
and they're so nasty canned because they just get soggy and ugh.
Yeah, I don't like the canned ones. I will agree there.
I love them either frozen or fresh, and you saute them up with some butter and a little bit of garlic and some
Yeah.
pepper. Oh, so good. I do that with my green beans too. So good. About the only vegetable that I really, really, really cannot stand and refuse to eat is Brussels sprouts. I
Oh,
just,
I love them.
oh, me and Brussels sprouts is like people with that cilantro thing.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Nope. I've had them, 50 million different ways, like you with cauliflower. I just can't do it. I cannot do it. It's
Yeah.
so nasty. I kind of want to change my lip color.
Well, then do it, girl. I like that lip color, though, but you do what you do.
I like it too, but I have so many different lippies.
Yeah. Oh man. I had to give Gracie her wet food. Well, before
Oh,
I ate, because I didn't want to forget.
yeah. I guess I'll
Boy,
leave
a
it.
cat got a hold of her, or something got a hold of her. I assume another cat. I feel so
Oh,
bad for her.
what happened?
Something tore her ear up.
Oh no.
But she don't want to live inside, so it kind of sucks. And she's 16. I really wish she would live inside, but some animals are just not inside animals.
Can't force her. She won't do it.
I mean, she would be
She.
miserable.
I was gonna say it'd be exactly that if you tried to force her.
But I've been
Spicy
putting
noodle.
corn on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't have any extra stuff this time. I didn't have any green onion or mushroom or anything to put in it, so I'm just doing it plain.
Yeah. I got the best recipe for pho for the Instapot. Oh my gosh. And it actually tastes like the stuff that I get from the restaurant. And I'm like,
Oh wow.
yes. It's so good. I can't stand to do the spice mix for it though because it has star anise in it and I hate licorice.
Oh
But it doesn't come out tasting like licorice obviously because it's pho. But oh, it tastes really really good. But when I open my spice cabinet, my whole spice cabinet smells like star anise. I need to get a better container for it.
yeah.
It tastes really good, but it makes 6 quarts of it.
Oh
So,
wow.
yeah. But it is really good and it is really easy. You just basically you toast the spices, the whole spices. You toast those up and then you crush them a little bit. Put them in a tea bag so they won't float everywhere.
Yeah.
And then it, what is it, like chicken stock, onion, I think. I don't remember, but it's stupid easy. And I was like, why didn't I do this sooner? And put a little fish. I think the weirdest thing that's in it is fish sauce, which is not surprising because like everything Oriental has fish sauce.
yeah.
And it has some hoisin sauce in it. Other than that, it's pretty easy. And it's so good.
And Tammy, if you're still here, did Buggy have a good Christmas? I'm sure she did.
I'm sure she did. I saw her pictures with Santa. She looks so cute.
I hated Santa growing up. My brother always had to hold me beside Santa.
Today is my niece Journey's birthday. I forgot to call her. I'm a bad auntie. Oh, my dad. I did send a message to my brother-in-law though, so I know he'll at least relay the message. Did she get loaded down with goodies?
Do you do mommy, daddy, and Santa? I know you do Santa, but do you do mommy, daddy plus Santa? My parents always did, so that it kind of kept the Santa thing going, you know?
Yeah, we did too. You forgot our big present? Oh no. What was it? Was it one of those big toy cars or something? Oh man, they had tons and tons and tons of those at Walmart the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What are they called? Big wheels? Is that?
No, what are they called? I forget. Big Wheels used to be the just Santa mostly, but you got her a few things. Oh, that's good. Yeah, Big Wheels used to be those 3-wheeler trikes.
Oh, yeah.
When we
That's
were
right.
kids. I get those 80s things that pop up every once in a while on my Facebook, and I'm always like, oh my lord, I'm old. With the Cabbage Patch Kids and the Garbage Pail Kids and all
Yeah.
those things.
I always thought the Garbage Pail Kids was gross. I never collected the cards or none of that. I thought it was gross.
Oh my gosh, I had the entire collection and the videos and everything. I had all of them. It's so bad. Oh, it's so bad.
I thought I did enter it, Tammy. Weren't we just supposed to comment on that video?
Oh my gosh, no, I didn't see it. My freaking YouTube notifications suck lately. Are you guys having that problem too?
Yes.
It's so dumb. It is just, oh, so annoying.
Knowing me, I watched the wrong one and commented on that one. Who knows, Tammy? I was at that live and I went back and commented later. I thought, oh, okay, I did. I was thinking, have I lost my mind?
Yeah, I'll have to go back. I commented on something. I thought I entered something not that long ago, but I don't
This
know.
was just the other
Everything.
day.
Oh, then no, probably not. Everything has run together. It's all muddled.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, my notifications have been sucking. I have not gotten hardly anything lately for notifications. I get notifications for stuff that it's like, did I even subscribe to that channel?
Right?
I don't even watch that channel. Why do I have this on my YouTube? Why is this here? Make it go
Like
away.
the
I don't
big
want it anymore.
name, the things I'm subscribed to that have like 1 million followers, they seem to always show up. But
What?
the people that I follow that are smaller, they're the ones that always, I don't get notifications. Sometimes I don't get when their video drops. They're the
Well,
ones that
and
are
then
always.
and my subscription will go in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out. But the
Yeah.
big ones, oh no, they don't touch that stuff.
Yeah, the big ones seem to always be right.
Yep. Yeah, they're always right there, dead on. I need to do a look with this palette.
Mm-hmm.
I keep saying I'm gonna, and I haven't. And I need
I've
to get this.
I've heard both sides on that one. I've heard it's amazing, and I've heard that some people say it's not the same formula. So I'll be interested to see what you say.
I know, that's what I've been hearing. I've heard 50-50 on it, and so I'm really
Yeah.
curious what it is. So I gotta get a new mascara out.
Yeah, Lorna, it's so weird.
Right? Yes, exactly. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I got 2 out. I got my Lash Freak and a new Essence one that I've never tried. It's Volume Stylist 18-hour lash extension with lengthening fibers.
I've never even heard of that one.
Tati used it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I'm not real hip on this Trestique one. So I'm going to put it in the empty bin. So it is like, it's big, it's bulky, it's a pain in the tuchus to use.
And the one thing I still haven't tried is tubing mascara, and I hear tubing mascara is amazing.
I have it, and I haven't tried it. Why did I do that? I needed to try this. Everybody's like all about this.
Oh, yeah, that's the one I hear the most about.
Yeah, so I'll have to try it and see. I need to get rid of this one. It's too old too. So, haha, that leaves me with one that's open. Would you look at that? The top heavy one. I'm tempted to store it upside down. I think I will, because that's the only way it stores. Annoying. So, okay, we'll just open these. I love the Lash Freak one.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, some people are like, I don't like it. I love it. After it has been open for a little while, because it's really super wet.
Okay.
At first. Like crazy super wet. At first.
I was kind of shocked that he did decide to come out with colored mascara, because I feel like I like colored mascara, but I feel like that phase kind of went away.
Whoa. It smells old and it's brand new.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'll have to play with it and see if it's okay. Yeah, the only one that I've seen colored mascara is ColourPop and L'Oreal.
Yeah, I have the pink and purple ColourPop one.
I finally threw mine out because they were months old.
I think my red one, I've got a red one, but I think it's done. I think I need to throw it away.
Yeah. Let's see if this makes me cry. Because if it does, really? That one's top heavy too. I'm going to have to store it upside down. That's crazy.
That's the one thing on my videos. I have to put the mascara in front of me where I will see it, or I will forget to put it on in my video. Like, I don't know why.
My mascara is right here.
Like Rhonda says, she almost always forgets highlight. I almost always forget mascara.
I'll forget concealer, like highlighting concealer.
Yeah.
I'll put my blocking concealer on, but 9 times out of 10 I'll forget highlighting concealer. I'm like, it is not that important, I guess. The wand on this is so crazy, but it works so well. It is such a good formula.
Was that the Lash Freak?
Yeah. But a lot of people didn't like it.
Well, that's kind of a big thing for you, Tammy, because you don't have any. You forget to draw them on, then you're naked.
Yeah, eyebrows.
Unless you're doing a real big colored look like James, he'll go over the area where eyebrows are supposed to be with a bunch of color and then not wear eyebrows.
Yeah.
You've got a lot better at your eyebrows too, Tammy. I couldn't do
She
that good
did.
with.
Tammy is so talented. It's crazy. I think. Personally.
Oh, I love that she's not afraid of color,
Right?
and she's not afraid of it being really bold color.
Yeah. I think I just put on one too many layers. My mom said that she used to tell me this story about this gal she worked with when she was in high school, and she would layer her mascara on. Now, mind you, this was in the 70s. So she would layer her mascara on and then take a sewing needle to separate her lashes with.
Oh, there's a famous person that used to do that. Darn, I can't remember who it is. It was in their like TV biography kind of deal.
Yeah, but she would layer it on and not take it off for like 10 days.
Oh no, I don't know if she did that, but this famous person did layer it, and then she took a pin and separated each one. That would drive me one. I shake too much to have pins that close to my eye,
All right, same. I
but
get nervous enough with my metal lash comb.
yeah, I know. But as patient as people think I am, I would say 60% of my life is zero patience. I think because I'm very patient online and I like for people to get along and I'm very calm online, I think people mistake that for my real life.
I was gonna say people have a completely different perception of me. Andy says that I have zero patience and that I have a hell of a temper. So
In the real
and
world, I'm very, very fiery.
yeah, and in real life, it's people either love me or they absolutely hate me. There is
Yeah, it's
no
kind of the
gray
way I
area.
am.
There is zero gray area for me.
Yeah, and that's the way it is for me because most of that I think is because I will never say it in a rude way, but I am brutally honest.
Same.
And some people love it and some people hate it. There's not a lot of in betweens on that.
Yeah. No. And well, and some people can take that, and other people just can't. They can't.
Hmm.
uh, In the words of a few good men, they can't handle the truth.
Right.
and they just and it's true, they can't. They really can't. They live in this false perception of bullshit is the only way to really put it.
One of my
They
best
live in
friends, I have literally made cry. I don't know how many times. And I assumed in the beginning of our relationship, I assumed that we weren't going to be friends because I've made her cry so many times.
mhm.
And one day she was like, "Why are you ignoring me? I thought we were friends." I was like, "Well, I just assumed because I hurt your feelings that we weren't friends." And she was like, "No, I love you being honest with me. Just sometimes it hurts."
My best friend and I will tell her, I'll be like, listen, Shannon, stop talking. Because she just goes
Yeah.
like this. And I'm like, Shannon, stop talking and listen to me.
Hmm.
And then she just immediately goes, nope, and just stops. talking completely and won't say anything. And then I'll tell her what I have to say. And then it's like, just, and she just goes again.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, I'm Shannon because I can talk to a brick wall.
I have fallen asleep on the phone, dropped the phone on the floor, and she has not noticed. And I have woken up and went, oh shit, picked up the phone, and she's still going.
With my friends, I'm pretty bad, and there are points that we'll be somewhere or doing something, and then I'm like, I just now realized I have been talking for 45 minutes. Do you have anything to say? Because I'm sorry.
Of course, my other friend, okay, her and I hadn't talked in over a decade, right? We talked on the phone not that long ago, like right around Thanksgiving time, for 12 hours
Holy
straight.
crap.
And I guarantee you that I probably only maybe during that entire 12 hours talked for maybe a half an hour, and that was not consistently.
Now, as much as I can talk in real life, now, like again, online, I'm pretty calm and everybody has their turn to talk or whatever. But in real life, the only person I know it's got my aunt. She's the only person that out talked me. I have to be ready to call her. Like I have to be mentally and physically ready because she is about to go wah 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 wah. You know,
Right? I can get that way too, Lorna. But sometimes it just depends. I think it depends on the situation and what I'm mad about.
Yeah.
What made me mad in the situation, like,
Yeah.
and how close to the person I am.
Yeah. If I'm really upset with Jason, honestly, I have to be completely quiet for a while. Sometimes I even have to get out of the house because I don't want to say anything to somebody I love that much that would be mean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, it depends. See, I will unload on Andy because I know that he'll take what I unload, right? But like if I get upset with my dad, I don't ever nothing ever comes out. He'll never
Mm.
know that I'm upset. If I get upset with my mom, same. Nothing will ever come out. Well, not necessarily. Or, if I get upset with my mom, maybe it'll come out like a month later in a
Yeah.
conversation, and I'll be like, Mom, listen, this was not okay. Or even a year later, you know.
Yeah.
So, and then sometimes if I get really, really mad, I just cry.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like the only thing that I can manifest.
If I'm super duper angry, the angry tears come. I mean,
Yeah. It's like there's just nothing else that comes out. It's just tears.
mm-hmm.
And generally, if I get that mad, it's really not good because don't keep pushing. Because if you keep
Mm-hmm.
pushing, then it's bad. Then violence will ensue after that. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I've had
oh,
to
I
have.
have I have made people cry, Lorna. I have made several people cry. I have pushed people. I have gotten very violent. But I just, I don't know. Right? Yeah. I don't know. Parents are different, You kind of, it's different. And if it's my stepdad never hears about it. Ever. He never hears about it. He has a temper, and it never gets manifested to him ever. So that's just where that one lies. So I have changed a lot from what I used to be, though. I used to be in your face, I don't care, scream and yell at you, and I just don't do that much. I just don't do that anymore. So doesn't mean that it's not still there. I just choose not to.
Oh, I'm going insane.
Why?
Because there's carrot cake and I want to eat it, but Jason don't want me to eat it unless he's here because he strongly feels that those days I had allergies was toward carrot. But I've had carrot cooked, not raw like those other days.
Okay, but carrot cake is cooked.
I know, but he's still too scared for me to do it by myself.
Oh.
Which, I mean, I just drank Benadryl and hold the EpiPen. I mean, that's all you can do, even if he's here.
Right? You used to be the shy, quiet one of the family. Yeah.
Not me. I was born a theater baby, that's for sure.
I used to be the loud, obnoxious one of the family, and now I'm the shy, quiet one.
I'm a lot more quiet now than I used to. The older I get, I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older or if it's because I just don't care. I don't know. But I'm quieter. I'm not shy, just quieter.
Well, yeah, I guess I'm not shy. I pick my battles.
That's it.
And I don't know. I'm not around my family anymore because I told you.
Yeah.
So whatever, you know. I don't, none of them care. I'm out of sight and out of mind, and they all have their very boisterous opinions, and whatever.
Yeah.
So
I get you. I've had members that, well, right now, shockingly, I think everybody's getting along, but it's not normal.
right, yeah. Now, when it comes to Andy's family, I am. I used to be the second loud, obnoxious one. His middle brother was the the loud, obnoxious one, in your face. He knows
Yeah.
everything. He's still that way.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll ever change.
I don't think I've ever was a, well, I mean, other people may say different, but I don't think I ever was obnoxious. I was just loud and a lot of talking.
Oh my God, he knows everything about everything about everything. Okay, I went to freaking law school, right? And he tries to sit there and tell me about law and that he knows all the law and all of these things. And I'm like, one day I just threw my hands up at him and I looked at him and I said, "You don't know fucking shit. I don't care. I am
Yeah.
not talking to you anymore. Goodbye." And I walked away from him and he tried to follow me. And I said, "If you follow me, you're not going to like the reaction because the
Yeah.
law will come down on you." It was like, I'm not playing this game.
It's
Not
so weird
playing
because
this
I
game.
got a friend like that now, and he would do anything for me and Jason. But it's somewhere in his soul that he's got to be right. And even if you're not saying it, like confrontational, like you just say, "Oh no, it's 6 actually," just nonchalant. He's still, no, it's not. It's 9. You're like, what?
That's the way Andy's brother is. And it does not matter what it is, he has to be right about everything. Absolutely everything. And it's like,
Yeah, I've got
no.
a friend like that. Yeah. And the
Like,
weird
no.
part is, except for that, he's probably one of the best friends you could ever have. He's just got that one flaw.
What the crazy thing about Andy's brother is that when he's not around his wife, he is the nicest, best guy ever.
Mm.
But when he's around his wife, oh, you can't have him. Throw him away. He is the biggest dick on the planet. I mean, he is just horrible. He's so horrible. He just is just the worst. But, you know, he is so bad. And he'll get in your face. I mean, he was even rude to his mother. And it was just like, oh, no, you cannot be like this. You cannot treat your mother this way.
Yeah.
And it's like, no. But when he's not around his wife, he is a great guy. It made no sense. It's like
Yeah.
your spouse is supposed to compliment you and,
Yeah.
you know, not not do that.
Right.
It was horrible. Oh, just horrible. I never understood it. I think they resented us cuz we raised their children. So,
Mm.
it's like, well, maybe if you hadn't been schmucks,
Yeah.
like Lorna said, maybe if you hadn't been schmucks, we'd have been able to raise your children. You'd have
Yeah.
been able to raise your children instead of us. So, but whatever.
Right.
So,
It's actually been sort of weird this year. And I guess last year too. I can't think of anybody that had any problems with each other last year. Because it almost makes you be on your toes a little bit more, like, when's it coming? Why is this peaceful? you know?
yeah, we haven't had any drama or anything like that because nobody talks to anybody. So there's no drama if nobody's talking to anybody.
I do worry that that will happen to a certain degree when my folks are no longer here. That kind of
Oh,
makes me sad.
I have experienced. It's so crazy, right? Okay, when it came to my family, all that came out was like monetary greed, and I expected it fully, so it wasn't a shock or anything
Yeah,
like that because whatever, and so it was like whatever. I mean, I experienced it really bad when my grandmother died, but because of the situation that happened. But other than that, it was just like, okay, it's money, it doesn't matter. But when Andy's parents died, holy hell, that brought out the worst of
yes,
family members. I mean, nastiness. It came out on Facebook. It was everywhere. It was like the ugly of the uglies came out. It was like, that saying, death brings out the worst in
yeah.
families. It
Girl,
was
I worked for a
true.
lawyer that did wills all the time. I was the office manager, and so I had to be a witness for almost everything. And there was 2 different times I'd excuse myself to go to the bathroom and cry because the
Mhm.
way these families had treated each other.
Yeah. I know that.
Oh, you have a good night, Tammy.
Good night, Tammy. I know that when if
Hey,
I
James.
outlive. Hi, James. How are you?
You want to see my eye look?
Here's mine. Oofty. There went my
Oh,
lamp.
Lord.
My mirror fell down. Whatever. I'll put it back over here. It's because I have it plugged into my computer. I can't put it in its normal spot. But I know that if I outlive my parents, which will be a big if, there won't be any anything between my siblings and I. At most, there might be a squabble between my sister-in-law and I, and that'll be real easy. That'll be a get the f off my parents' property.
Yeah, well, I have full control over the wheel. So, um, in case of my death, there has been another person put only if I'm not available.
Right.
But,
I have control of my dad's right now, but he
well,
just asked somebody to marry him, so we'll see how that goes.
well, my folks asked because there are a lot of us, and they knew I was disabled. They didn't want to put any more pressure. And I was like, no, I'm the one that won't put up with it. I'm not the bickering one. I'm the one that literally won't put up with it. I'll be like, no, well, you can leave, and whatever your portion is, I'll make sure it gets to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just that person. And I'm
Yeah.
like, it doesn't bother me at all to be the or not the executor of the will.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
my brother is there in case
Secondary.
I pass away.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm glad it's quiet at work, James. That's good. You must be on a break. I. It's death is so nasty, and
It blew my mind the things that were done at the lawyer's office.
well, that's like Andy's cousin just passed away, and his wife is now experiencing the the wrath of the family bullshit,
Yeah,
right? And she's been calling me and talking to me about it, and it's like, girl, I got I'm an ear for you, definitely, but you're just gonna have to tell them
yeah,
that they have to step because for one, it was their cousin, so it's none of their damn business,
yeah,
you know. And because they're all just a bunch of greedy assholes, you
yep,
know. Andy's brother came here and took off with a 25-foot freaking U-Haul full of shit. So, and then left. I mean, they trashed the house. You couldn't even walk through the house. So, when his parents died, and left that for Andy and I to clean up. So,
yeah,
you know, it's and then decided to, badmouth us and all these other things, and it's like, okay, no. And then ask
yeah,
us for money from the estate, and it's like, there is no money, and you took everything, so
yeah.
piss off. It is sad, James. It is so sad. It is just the worst. It
I will
really is.
say I was glad that when my grandparents did leave this world, that they were too poor to have anything. There was nothing to fight about.
I say either be filthy freaking rich so you can afford lawyers to deal with it all, or be dirt ass poor so that
Yeah.
there is nothing. That's what I have to say about it. You know, because it's bullshit. The crap that comes out of families, and
Yeah.
it's
It
all
blows my
over
mind because
greed.
when my
It's just
folks go,
dumb.
yeah, when my folks go, I will honestly, I'm not gonna be worried about money. If when my folks go, I'm gonna be like, holy crap, my folks aren't here no more.
Right? Yeah, I'm more worried about my parents not being around. And like Andy's parents, his mom died in February and his dad died in April. So it was literally we were trying to deal with one death and then had to deal with another.
Yeah.
So it it was it was absolutely asinine and had no help from
Yeah.
his brother, and it, it was just ridiculous. I got a new calendar for in here.
Yay.
Yep. Oof.
I
And
used to get calendars, but now Jason's work uh, does them every year. So
well, I like these ones for in here because I can just sit them in here and they just spin around.
yeah,
But it's got flowers on it.
I know, James. That's the well,
Right?
my folks have left something memorable from both of them to each person, like I get my dad's Duke Snyder ball because I know that was his favorite baseball player. Um, I've already got some of the things that my mom wanted me to have, and then the money part, it's um, sold and money split.
Yeah.
But every time my folks mention oh, I thought about getting a new sewing machine, I'm like, buy it, waste all your money.
All I have to say is leave enough for the death taxes because that is something that is insanely real. And leave enough for the final stuff so that we can shut down the estate. Other than that, go spend every last dime
Yeah,
because I don't want to freaking deal with it. And I told my mom, I want your truck. That's all I care, you know.
yeah,
And, you know, I know that if I end up outliving my parents, as far as my mom and as far as my mom is stuff is concerned, I get 90% of the shit that's in my parents' house because 90% of the stuff that's in my parents' house is from her side of the family. And so my brother, because we're a mixed family, right?
yeah,
My brother will get basically whatever he wants because the stuff that he wants of my dad's is incidental stuff. My dad really doesn't have much,
yeah,
So if he wants something of my dad's that's not a firearm because my brother's a felon, he can have it.
yeah,
You know, I don't care. My brother and I are not going to fight over it. Now, when it comes to the rest of the family and all the other stuff, that might be a little bit different.
yeah,
It won't be. It won't be different because it'll be like I live in a dinky tiny little house. I'm going to take this thing and this thing and this thing because that's all I have room for. you know?
yeah,
So the biggest fight will be with my uncle when it comes to my mom's stuff. And that will be because my uncle looks at me like a baby sister and has zero respect for me.
Oh,
And
wow.
and that's where that's going to be the difficulty. But it's not going to be a fight. It's just going to be a intellectual argument,
Yeah.
you know.
I
So,
feel like one reason why my mom did do all these quilts for Christmas was so that everybody had something memorable from her. And then my dad this year did these notebooks, and it was actually kind of cool. And some of the stuff in them are worth money, but like from the day he was born to 2021,
right,
things
James,
that
exactly.
things that mattered to him, and like there might be certain baseball cards or a picture of I Love Lucy. Like it was really cool about all these things through the years of his life.
That is cool.
And some of them were coins that are worth actual money and stuff, but the point was these were the things that were involved in my life every year, you know?
Right. Yeah, see, like now there's been a lot of things that have been slated to go to me, and I've told my mom, no, give it to my baby cousin. She's not a baby, she just had a baby. I told my mom, I said, give them to her so that she can pass them down to the baby eventually, because
Yeah,
the only grandchild now, you know.
yeah,
I mean, it's stuff like that. It's like these things are more important to go to her than they are to me, because I mean, eventually they're going to go to me. They're eventually going to go to her if they went to me, but just go ahead and give them to her anyway,
yeah,
So there's no need to just, go to me and then bypass. No, just give them to her.
yeah.
So,
Oh, I gotta go to the restroom again.
yeah, I was thinking about getting off because we've been
Oh,
on
okay.
here for 2 hours and I'm getting hungry. So,
Okay. Bye, James. Love you. Bye,
bye,
Lorna.
James. Bye, Lorna.
Thanks for having me up here.
Oh, well, thanks for the idea. It was great. We need to do it more. We've been busy.
Yeah.
So,
Hi, everybody.
and think about Friday.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, and let me know.
All right. Love
But
you.
love you guys. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.